Hi there, Teresa Easler here from Connect to the Core, and welcome to Teresa's Tips. Today's tip is really about working remotely. And my company has been working remotely since 2003, so we were really pretty far ahead of the curve. And I can say that technology has come a long way and makes it so much easier now than it was back then. But there are still some other things, technology aside, that are very important for you to take into consideration as you are working remotely, as the circumstances are changing and as more and more people are working from home. So the number one thing is it requires more communication than you ever had when you were in the office. You, as much communication as you had to have then, you amp it up by at least twice as much. More often, keeping people informed, letting them know, because you have now taken away a lot of the communication that we take for granted, those quick conversations in the hallway, that quick question that you ask while you're getting a cup of coffee in the kitchen, those, when you see so-and-so, would you ask them this for me? All of that kind of communication, you now have to adapt and be able to do that and have that in place so that you are over communicating. So it's a big number one thing. The second thing is, and this may even be more important, and that is the social aspects of our work have now been taken away from us. Again, those hallway conversations where you can quick check in and you can be connected with your coworkers. We now have to really work hard to make sure we're connected with other people. We have been, at least here in Canada, and I know for most of you in wherever you are, we are now in what's social isolation. And I would recommend changing it. We're not to not being socially isolated, but to being physically isolated. Socially, we must be still in contact with each other. And we get so much of our social life out of being together in our offices or in our gathering places. So understand that reaching out and having an opportunity to have frivolous conversations, social conversations in the midst of business conversations is critical. Do not just get on a Zoom call. Here's the business. Okay, got it. Bye, done. Make sure that you allow for that other type of conversation that keeps you connected as human beings to human beings. This is not business as usual. We need to be taken out of our isolation and being connected with other people. The third thing that I'm going to recommend to you is the lessons that I've learned for myself that have made a big difference for me, is that since I have worked remotely for so long, and because I have traveled a great deal in my business, I have found that routine is absolutely necessary. When I start my day, when I finish my day, when I break, when I do certain things, like having those kinds of things, those routines in place that you can fall back on, because all of the structure that would normally provide that for you in normal times is now gone. So you have to create that for yourself. Have your routines. When do you get up? How do you start your day? Do you start, I get up, I take a shower, I exercise, or exercise and take a shower, whichever version you do. I get up and then I answer my emails. I have certain meetings that start. Whatever your routine is, make sure you create a routine and stick with it right now. It's really necessary. That structure is going to support you in being able to accomplish what you want to accomplish. So those are three things, simple things that are going to make a big difference to you. I wish you well, and Be sure and follow us on social media. I'm going to be doing lots and lots more tips to support people through these turbulent times, and also letting you know we're open for business. We are here to support business people as they're navigating some of these challenging times. You and your team, if you require coaching to support you through that or some of the consulting services that we provide, we are here and happy to help you out. Thank you for joining me today. Be sure and follow us on social media, and I'll see you next time.